I know you guys have heard about this Seattle Pride event that's charging glacier gliders $50 and everybody else is free. So it begs the question, does Elizabeth Warren have to pay to get it? How about Sean King? Like, what's the deal with them? It's free for them too? Or do they pay like, how much do they pay? Do they get a discount or something? This is crazy. And this is where we're at, man. I did the live stream. Make sure you subscribe to Ock Nation TV so you can see all my live streams. Did the live stream the other day, Juneteenth, the online panhandling for Juneteenth. Make sure you go over there and watch that. Liberals just coughing up dough to sun people for one reason: because they black. They're calling it a reparations fee. So, okay. Do they get to take this off your bill? Let's say say y'all do this, y'all get these this becomes a thing, and y'all start doing this for let's say no Democrats gonna do it. So let's wait till a Republican gets back in office, right? Let's say in like 5 years, Do they get to take this off the tab, or is this just a tip? Is this like a reparations tip? Like, this don't count as part of your salary? This one here says, people are so pissed about the Seattle Pride event that's charging white people $10 to $50 in reparations to attend. And it's hilarious. If it bothers you so much, just think of it as a cover charge. Or better yet, stay your racist ass at home. And this is one thing I've noticed about liberals. They're getting very defiant, man. Very defiant. I mean, like, they are literally like, so what? We did, yeah, and what? Like this, they don't apologize. You know how like conservatives always bending over backwards, backtracking, apologizing, running scared. Anytime liberals express, well, every time they say something and liberals, express disdain or offense from what they've said, conservatives always, I didn't mean that. Sorry, regrettable. Didn't mean it. Sorry. Please don't. I'll resign. I'm taking time to leave to. Okay, it's sensitivity training for every single person in the organization now. We're closing down operations for a week to give everybody sensitivity training. But meanwhile, when liberals say something, when you got a problem with something they do, like I told you, get down or lay down. That's how they play. They don't play by the same rules as conservatives. They play up yours, pal. That's how, literally, in honor of Gay Pride Month. If you have a problem with anything a liberal says, up yours, pal. Like, there's no pushback. If you got a problem with it, tough. Oh well. They're not going to try to meet you halfway. They're not going to try to understand. They're not going to, address how they've injured you. Tough. Oh well. This one says, a pride event in Seattle is charging white people $50 to attend. LMAO. It's a black and brown people centered event though. I support this. White people and their accomplices will have to pay anywhere from $10 to $50 at the Talking Black Pride event, according to the events page. And the funniest thing about this is that the majority of those brown people are in relationships with white people. I see it all the time in DC. Those black gay guys, they're in relationships with white guys. Look at the most notable gay news anchor, Don Lemon. Look at the most notable LGBT actor, black one. Billy Porter. Look at the most notable gay athlete, Michael Sams. Even though you forgot about him because, he got ran out the league, but and speaking of LGBT football players, in honor of Michael Sam and in honor of Pride Month, there's an LGBT player that just came out the other day. This guy Nassib. He just came out of the closet. I think he plays for the Raiders. I'm not very familiar with him, but he came out of the closet. Good for him. The fact that we think there's 1,500, we know there's 1,500 players in the NFL, and we think that he's the only one that's LGBT. The joke's on us, really. But salute to this guy, man. I mean, I'm sure it was a tough decision. I'm sure that, he couldn't have picked a better time. But because right now he'll be congratulated for it. Had he come along, back in the day, it'd have been a lot harder. And of course he would have been ran out of the league. But now he can't be ran out of the league. You can't call, I think he's a defensive end. You can't call a penalty on him now. A player can't hit him after the whistle. An offensive lineman can't hold him. You can't chop block him. So he's brave, but he's also, benefiting from the times. Now, of all people, you would think that if anybody made a joke of this guy, made a joke about this guy, especially a sexually explicit joke, and especially on national TV, on a huge platform, that would be like unheard of, right? No one would think to do that to this guy. I mean, he just came out. First gay player, openly gay player, in a while, and to actually suit up in the game. The other guy I don't think he made it out of preseason. So, no one would make a joke about this, right?
Las Vegas.
Okay.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Anna, after they said penetration in the end zone, they lost me. So, Sonny, is this a sign that this...
Look at their reactions. They didn't like that. But here's the thing. They didn't like that because they didn't want to be associated with it. Because they don't know what I know. No one's going to care. Joy Behar is not going to be suspended for that. She's not even going to be castigated for that. She knows she's privileged. As a liberal pundit, As a liberal pundit, she can say that. If anybody who was conservative, and I can't even say Fox anymore because Fox isn't even conservative anymore, but if any of the conservative pundits on Fox said that, yeah, a YouTuber could say that. Maybe the video doesn't get monetized, but he could probably get away with saying that. But someone who works for a network with sponsors, and partners, no conservative could utter anything even close to that. But she gets away with it. And she spends all her time trying to cancel people. And how do we know she's gotten away with it? Just look at the comments on Twitter. This guy says, honestly, if you think Joy Behar making a hacky joke is why more LGBTQ plus people don't come out, you really don't understand how the closet works. We're not scared of a mediocre joke from a long-standing ally. We're worried about our physical, housing, job, and legal safety. Whatever. You don't care because Joy Behar said it, and she's in The View is like top 5 show in the LGBT community. The View, Joy Behar made what people are calling an inappropriate joke by saying penetration in the end zone. That I, a flaming homosexual, find absolutely funny. It tingled my inside deeply. Here they go. People are going full force on Joy Behar. No, they're not. For a joke. But let Megan say what the F she wants. Whenever she wants. How many of us have told a joke in bad taste? Be honest. See, they don't care when it's a liberal. Liberals can say anything. That's what I talked about in the video I did on Akintunde on Ak Nation News. Ak Nation TV. I did a video on Ak Nation TV about Cat Williams. Caping for cancel culture. Saying that cancel culture is cool. It's okay. Because it doesn't affect them. Liberals aren't affected by cancel culture. Even if they say something, it's just like the Hunter Biden story. When he said you didn't hear nothing about it. There was supposed to be a tape of Donald Trump using the N-word. They never produced the tape. They spent 2 weeks talking about they had a tape of him using the N-word. They never produced the tape. You have texts of Hunter Biden saying it, and it didn't even get covered for a second on CNN or MSNBC. Not 1 second. They didn't even Hunter Biden said the N-word, now on to the other news. Nothing. Black people online, I should have did a video on it. Black people online arguing and cussing out black people who were offended by it. If you were a black person and you got online and said that you were upset with Hunter Biden on that day, because it was only a big story for a day on Twitter, but there were black people on there fussing with you and arguing with you, calling you names, and white people calling you names too, telling you to get over it. I can see that Joy Behar really irks the snowflakes on the right in the best way possible. So now that I guess she irks us on the right because she's cancel proof. She can do whatever she wants. She can whine about everything Donald Trump says. Everything any conservative says is racist. Everything they say is racist or tinged with racism, says Joy Behar, the whitest woman in the history of mankind. She determines what's racist. But then she can say anything. Look. And it's, what about this? All it is what about something that happened earlier? Joy Behar made an offensive joke and apologized immediately. Meghan McCain is an offensive joke and antagonizes intentionally. Why is Joy Behar a trending tweet? Oh my God, why? This is not a slow news day. They don't even want to talk about this. Liberals don't even want to discuss it. It's something that a conservative would undoubtedly be fired. Not even just a conservative, somebody who wasn't clearly a bleeding heart liberal. Like if they weren't just like known as a bleeding heart liberal, they hadn't been waving the flag for the last year and a half. If they had just been somebody on the fence, not a conservative, not a Trump supporter, just somebody who just, you just don't really know where they stand, they'd be fired immediately already. Tasteless or not, America has lately lost its sense of humor. A joke, whether it's bad, good, to be judged as an intent to harm, we must look at the character of the person who uttered it. We must look at the character of the person who uttered it. The political affiliation of the person who uttered it. What Joy Behar said was either a laugh or a bomb, not an attack. You work with Megyn Kelly. Spare us with your fake outrage. Joy Behar is a gay ally. You are not. You surround yourself with bigots. Now want to act offended at a joke. Please. Joy Behar should not be trending. It should be the GOP senators blocking the voting rights bill. Mitch probably getting all pumped up per usual at having personally out-wrestled Obama Biden in a sparring contest again. If you seriously want to cancel Joy Behar for this joke, you need to be shanked. And that's coming from a lefty. So yeah, newsflash, you can't say anything and they can say whatever they want anywhere. Okay? New rules. They can say whatever they want anywhere. They can do whatever they want. Or we're having an event, we want to charge white people $50 to come in. You don't like it? Tough.